Okay, hey everybody. I am hoping this is working and the mic is working and everything is working. I'm noticing there's something behind me. Didn't quite get everything picked up, so yeah, got a little distracted there. Welcome everybody. I am your game mistress for Wicked Games. I'm Julie Balderrama, and I'm a lazy dream witch. And I'm coming to you all this week because I want to talk to you about the Wicked Games program. Um, oh, something just popped up at me, and I'm supposed to fix this in the middle of a live event? No, I don't think so. Okay, so first off, I see that someone is watching, so I would love to say hello to you. Please leave me a comment. Anytime you pop on, leave me a comment and let me know that you're watching so that I can speak directly to you. I love doing that. All right, so I'm going to be coming in every day this week to talk to you about Wicked Games. I'm just gonna, this thing keeps popping up at me, and I'm just gonna make sure. No, I can't make sure because I took Facebook off my phone because I don't like Facebook on my phone. So I'm gonna cross my fingers and I'm gonna talk to the technology demon, and I'm going to ask that everything just be okay for this particular broadcast. Holly, welcome. Thank you. Holly, can you tell me, do I look okay? Can you hear me? It just keeps popping up and telling me I need to fix something, and how I can fix something in the middle of a live broadcast, I don't know, but I'm not going to. So if you can hear me all right and you can see me all right, I'll just keep dealing with this thing that keeps popping up. Okay, so all week long, I'm going to be here in the group in Villain, and we're going to be talking about this program, this upcoming program, Wicked Games. And it's 28 days and nights of devoted demons and the nectar of your nightmares. So we're going to be working with our inner demons, those patterns and those sticky places that we. Oh, thank you, Holly. Thank you so much. Yeah, I didn't think it was a big deal. So I'll just keep dealing with this little annoying thing that keeps popping up, and I'll have lots of empathy for it. It really wants me to do a thing that I'm not going to do right now. So we, during this program, it's 28 days. We're going to be working with our inner demons, those sticky bits, those patterns that we just can't seem to like break away from. Annoying little things that pop up, that it can be external, it can be internal, and we're going to figure out how to work with those. We're going to be creating lots and lots of containers for empathy and for play, and for just really being able to explore this in a little bit of a different way than most typical patterns explore this, and it's these parts in our subconscious. So I'll talk a little bit more about that today, and I'll talk a little bit more throughout the week about that. This particular video is really designed to kick us off, to kind of let you know what the program's about, to answer any questions that you might have. Shane, I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you, love, for being here. So tomorrow we're going to be playing hide and go seek. So how do you play hide and go seek virtually? You'll have to show up to find out, but we are going to play hide and go seek. And if you see me looking down, I have some notes, so that's what's going on. Wednesday, we're going to have Truth or Dare, so come and play Truth or Dare with me. And again, as we play these games, I'm going to be talking to you more about the upcoming program so that you can decide if it's a good fit for you right now or not. Thursday, we're going to have a special guest. Living Death doula and Reaper magician Malachi Rose is going to join me, and they're going to tell you all about their magic, because my special gift to everybody that signs up for Wicked Games is this amazing, beautiful workshop on a living death funeral that Malachi is going to walk us through. So if you don't catch any other lives this week, totally catch that one with Malachi, because it's going to be amazing. Mal and I could talk about death and dreams and demons forever. So I think it'll be a really great live. Friday, we're going to play Pretend. Pretend was one of my favorite games growing up as a kid. You may know this as a more adult version, role playing. So we'll be talking about that. And Saturday, we're going to wrap up by talking about the drop. And I'll tell you a little bit more about what I mean by that either today or somewhere in these videos. I'll tell you a little bit more about what I mean by that. So we're going to be creating a really lovely space for us to just kind of rest and reflect and grieve if we need to and celebrate. That's going to be on Saturday. And then, of course, we start on Monday. So the program starts on Monday. It starts with an email to your inbox, and I'll talk to you all about the pacing of it at the end of this video. So we've got 4 people watching. If you are watching, please say hello. I love to say hi to you. I love to connect with you. So how can you get more information about the program that starts on Monday? Well, you can keep watching the lives. I'm probably going to tell you more than you ever wanted to know about the program. You can definitely check out the links. I've been dropping the link to the landing page throughout all the posts that I've been doing. I'll drop them in the comment sections of the videos when the videos are complete, and then you can always reach out to me as well. I would love to connect with you. Ever is here. Ever, you're on my list to reach back out to. So yeah, you can always message me and we can start up a convo. I'm happy to have a chat with anybody, to hop on the phone, hop on a Zoom if you want some questions answered. Okay, so let's start playing. 2 truths and a lie. Oh, you know what? I was going to do actually first, before I reveal my 2 truths and a lie, we're going to do an embodiment practice. We're going to do an embodied check in. And the reason I'm going to do an embodied check in, and I'm going to do an embodied check in every single time that I come on, because we're going to do that every day throughout the month. We do an embodied check-in because for lots of different reasons, but for the main reason is that we want to know what our true yes and our true no is. And so it helps to really understand what the sensations in your body are saying to you. So we do an embodied check-in every single day of this program. It doesn't have to last as long as the one that I'm about to walk you through. Okay, so just know that once you kind of get used to doing embodied check-ins, these things can go very quickly. They can go in a moment. They can happen with a breath or with 3 breaths. But for right now, we're gonna indulge, we're gonna sink in, and we're gonna do a little bit longer embodied check-in. So if you are driving and watching this, please don't close your eyes or do anything that's going to impair your safety. Otherwise, if you're in a safe space, you may want to get into a place where you can close your eyes and where you can feel your feet on the floor. If that's not possible, do the best you can. Do what feels good to you. This program is all about listening to yourself and making adjustments where needed. So, I'm going to close my eyes because when I do an embodied check-in, I do like to eliminate the external stimulation. It helps me turn my gaze inward. So I am going to close my eyes. I do have my feet on the floor. You do what feels good to you. All right. So the first thing I'm going to do with my embodied check-in is I'm going to take 3 slow, deep breaths. And this just lets my body know that I'm about to do a check-in. Helps those thoughts slow down. And if I find my mind wandering, I can just gently shepherd it back to the breath. So now I'm going to start with my feet, and I'm going to notice what my feet feel like. What do the bottoms of my feet feel like? And if it's very difficult for me to notice what the bottoms of my feet feel like, I can always move my feet so that it's easier to bring my attention or my awareness down to my feet. And now I'm just going to let my attention drift up. And as I do, I'm going to remind myself that all I want to do is notice the sensations in my body. I don't want to fix anything. I don't want to know why it's there. I'm just paying attention to the sensations. You don't even need to name the sensations. You can just feel them. Let your attention travel to the top of your feet and your ankles and your shins and your calves. Become aware of any sensations in your knees. And as you journey up your legs, you may not be able to notice anything, and that is still okay. Noticing nothing is still noticing something. Become aware of your thighs and the hamstrings. Notice your hips. And now we're going to bring our awareness to our belly. And there's a lot going on in there. So we're going to actually imagine that we have a clock on our abdomen. And 12 o'clock is our solar plexus. So we're going to notice what 12 o'clock feels like. And then 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3, 4, 5, 6 below your belly button, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 again. Now, what does the center of the clock feel like? Now, just take your awareness to your back, your mid back, the back part of your abdomen. And bring your awareness up your spine to your upper back, your shoulder blades. Notice sensations in your chest, your arms, your hands and fingers. Become aware of the tops of your shoulders. Your throat and the back of your neck. Your face. Paying particular attention to your jaw, your mouth, your eyes, your eyebrows and forehead. Notice the back of your head and the top of your head. And now letting your attention just rest on that breath. Once again, let your body speak to you. So you did an active body scan with your body, noticing the different sensations. Now just sit back and receive what your body wants to say to you. Let it come to you. Just rest on the breath until your body starts to talk. It may be a whisper, and it may be really loud. Both are okay. And again, in this moment, there's nothing that you need to do about it. There is no urgency about it whatsoever. You can just be with it. Okay, now as you're ready, go ahead and begin to slowly open your eyes, come back. You may wish to move your body a little bit. And if anybody wants to type in the chat what you noticed in your body, do an embodied check in, tell us what you noticed in your body. I would love to know. We're going to build on the skill of being able to talk to our body within the week and also within Wicked Games. But I wanted to just give you that foundation. And again, we're going to get a little quicker with it as we get more practiced with it. So, why do we do this? We do this because our bodies do speak to us. We do this because it is our body that holds the feelings and the sensations of our subconscious. So, our dreams are the story of our subconscious that the subconscious wants to tell, and our body is the sensations. So, body and dreams, we're dealing directly with the subconscious, and that's where our demons live. So, we definitely want to make sure that we become very fluent in this particular language of speaking to our bodies. Okay, I'm going to get a drink. Again, if you want to do a check-in and tell us what you noticed in your body, if anything, remember not noticing anything is also noticing something. So what did you notice in your body? I would love to know. And then I'll tell you my two truths and a lie. Okay, so my two truths and a lie that I have for you. Are you ready? And I'm not going to tell you which is which today. You'll have to tune in tomorrow to see which one is which. So, my two truths and a lie. The first is that the best sex that I have ever had in my entire life was in a church. That's the first one. All right. The second is that I founded a collaborative performance group called Viva la Vulva. All right. And the third is that I completed a boot camp specifically for play and for having more fun. Okay, so those are my two truths and a lie. Let me know which one you think is the lie. You can put it in the comments. Um, there's no prize for it. We're just playing for the fun of playing. So let me know which one you think is a lie. And if you want to put your two truths and a lie, we can all guess as well which one is the lie for you. So put your two truths and a lie in the comments. Let me know which one you think is a lie that I told, and we'll see who is the reigning champion of being able to tell two truths and a lie. Okay, let me just look at my notes. We're ready to flip the page. We're cooking right along. Okay, so I just wanted to talk today to kind of give you a little bit of an introduction or an overview of the program and to answer any questions. And one of the things that I get told over and over and over again, and most entrepreneurs get told over and over and over again, is that you have to make the benefits of your program very, very, very clear for people. So here's the thing though. The benefits are not the point of this program. So, I really encourage you to do this for the sake of doing this because it is valuable, because this work is valuable. Will you be able to, like finally write that book or do that podcast or, do the thing that has been, have that relationship, make the money, whatever it is, that you've felt stuck, right? So we're talking about stuck patterns. And so of course there is probably a part of you that's like, there's this pattern in my life that I feel stuck with, that just keeps showing up over and over again. I can only make a certain amount of money. You know the drill. You've been through all of these different programs and they all touch on the same thing, right? I can't lose the weight, I can't get the relationship, I can't make the money that I want. So that's where we generally feel stuck. It's some variation thereof. I'm not going to pretend like you don't know that that's what's going on. But what I'm saying is the benefits are not the point. Will that happen for you? Maybe. I hope so. I really do. And it's not the point. It's icing on the cake. The purpose of this program, the benefit of this program, I really cannot tell you what it is other than um, working with the inner parts of yourself and giving yourself lots and lots of empathy. And that to me is worth it, no matter what byproduct comes out of that. Working with myself and my parts with lots and lots of love and empathy and compassion, that's valuable in and of itself. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get something pretty amazing. So ever thinks that the church sex is the lie? Am I guess, is that what you think is the lie? I'll let you know tomorrow. All right. So let me know if you have any questions about that, because I know that that's a little bit of a departure from the way that most folks get on and sell their programs. Is you'll have all these wonderful benefits, and so then people are like, yeah, I totally want to sign up because I'm going to have all of these amazing things at the end. And I'm telling you, I don't know if you're going to have those amazing things at the end, but I do think that you will create a better relationship with yourself. I do think that. It may not be at the end of the 28 days. It might be. It might be in the first week, and then everything goes to hell towards the end, and then you rebuild it. But I do think you'll create a better relationship with yourself. So that to me is worth it right there. So I really do encourage you to let go of any kind of programming that tells you that something is only valuable if at the end of it, you are somehow better or fixed, or you will somehow be able to get more things or do more things. And really embrace the idea that if this is a good fit for you, the journey in and of itself is valuable. Um, I just want to, I don't, do you, I wonder, does anybody here that's watching or that's watching later, do you follow the Nap Ministry on Instagram? I love this Instagram account. If you don't follow it yet, go follow it. But she's always saying, we don't rest so that we can be more productive. We rest because rest is valuable. And so I just want to sort of like apply that to the same thing, working with your dreams, working with your inner demons. We don't work with these things so that we can fix ourselves, so that we can figure something out, so that we can be better, so that we can have all the things. We work with these things and we work with our subconscious because it is worth doing. It's just worth doing. We are worth it. Okay, Ever's got it looks like some two truths and a lie for us to parse out. They lived in a Hare Krishna temple. They've had an orgasm in the Space Needle in Seattle. That sounds amazing. And had sex in 3 different countries. Okay, I'm gonna have to think about which one. I'm gonna have to think about which one I think is the lie. Those are good. Those are so good. Okay. I'm getting like all kinds of buzzies on my phone, and if you weren't reading the post, my daughter is post-op of appendicitis, so I just want to make sure it's not her saying I popped a stitch or something. It's not. Okay. All right. So I'm just checking my notes. Yes. So again, not sure what you're going to get out of this, but let's talk about empathy, because empathy is going to be a running theme through this. So there's going to be some running themes through this whole program. Obviously, the embodiment stuff. So being able to have conversations with your bodies, being able to work with your dreams. That's going to be a running theme through the whole program. And even to work with those dreams that are scary, like nightmares, or that feel taboo, or that just like wake up and you really would just like instantly rather forget them. You just don't want to work with them. I definitely, oh my gosh, I have so many dreams that I wake up and I'm like, oh, I don't want to work with that dream. That feeling is just, I don't want to work with that. I wonder if that's ever happened to you. So of course we have nightmares, right? And we get scared, you may have even developed some, especially if you have recurring nightmares, you may have developed some ways of working with nightmares. Um, and also there are those other types of dreams that are quite scary, but that we still wake up with this feeling of like, ugh, I don't want to work. I just want to forget that dream. Those dreams are so they're so gold. They have so much for us. So I'm going to help you develop a new relationship with those particular dreams. So we've got the through lines of embodiment, embodied practice, being able to talk to your body, being able to create these somatic experiences, to be able to change somatic patterns in your body. We're going to do that through play. We're going to be introducing some of the concepts from kink and BDSM. In order to intentionally work with our somatic programming, we are very much going to stay in our window of tolerance. That's why we want to learn what our yeses and our nos are. And we're going to take sweet, exquisite care for ourselves. So, the other running theme through this whole program is empathy. Empathy, empathy, empathy for ourselves first. So I feel like I'm going to tell you a little story. I have been a practicing witch for 20 years now, and I sometimes get really, really frustrated with magic. I've also been a coach for almost 10 years now, and sometimes I get really, really frustrated with personal development. And what I find is I get most frustrated when I am running the story that something is wrong with me. And I got into this, I guess last year. It's really freaking hard for me now to figure out which year because of the pandemic. I'm like, is this 2000? What year is this? But I think last year is when this happened, or it could have been earlier this year. Anyway, I was part of a magical community, and in a lot of different ways, it was so beneficial, and I loved being a part of this community. And in a lot of different ways, it also um, had practices that ignored the body, that ignored the nervous system, and that kind of like railroaded through the nervous system and window of tolerance. And I find that, and this goes for personal development as well, I find that there are many practices out there. And one of them that comes to mind to me immediately is the work by Byron Katie. Now, I love the work by Byron Katie. I will do some work by Byron Katie. But I feel like there are many practices like that that bypass the sensations and the feelings of our animal selves, that primal physical sensation that comes up in the body, um, to go directly to this higher self. So you're not getting rid of your animal self anytime soon. You will not get rid of your animal self until you are no longer physically inhabited in this body. So instead of bypassing the animal self and the sensations that we feel in our body, I don't know, maybe we just like listen to that part and we offer it some empathy and we offer it some soothing. And when I started doing that, when I started before doing the work by Byron Katie or any of these other practices that were bypassing the sensations in the body, bypassing the feelings, when I could do when I could soothe the animal first, we could insert demon here, then it was much easier. I actually sometimes didn't even need to do the work by Byron Katie or any of that other stuff. It's just that my animal self needs soothing. My demon needs soothing. So that's what we're going to be working with within this container. We're going to be soothing our demons. We're going to be empathizing with our demons. We're also going to be setting boundaries with our demons, because we do need to set boundaries with our demons as well. So we're going to renegotiate this relationship, and we're going to do it through, again, lots of play, lots of fun, lots of intentional containers to repattern the somatic programming in our body. This sounds a little headier than it's actually going to be. So we're going to actually go through experiences through the program that's going to do this for you. You don't have to understand any of this. This is the beauty of it. You don't have to, in your mind, intellectually understand any of this. All you got to do is feel it in your body. So I know that a lot of us are feeling, it's fall too, so it's perfectly natural to feel this way. We're feeling a little more tired. I mean, frick, we've been in this pandemic. I don't know why I just said frick. I'd say fuck all the time. I don't know. Maybe it'll change who gets to see the video. Well, this little thing keeps popping up, so that might have something to do with it. I just lost my train of thought. Yeah, fuck. We've been in this pandemic for 18 months. I don't even know. So, of course, we're tired. Of course, we're tired. Of course, we're exhausted. Of course, we're depleted and we're disillusioned. It seems like everything is totally jacked up right now, which is another demon. We'll touch a little bit in the program about these, like, collective demons, these big global demons, as well. We won't be working with them as much as our personal demons, but we will touch on it so that you can, take the same sort of games and processes that we go through, and you can apply it to these sort of like bigger collective global demons. So let me just check my notes. Yeah, yep, 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 yep. Okay, cool. We're almost wrapping up here. Let me know if you have any questions. I am going to address a question that I got, and I'll keep addressing questions that I'm getting. But I'm going to address a question that I got. Let me just recap real quick for you. We are going to be in this program, and this week I'm going to be kind of highlighting and touching on how to work with your dreams, how to have empathy for your demon, for your inner part, your animal part that has all these sensations, how to be able to converse with your subconscious. So those are the things that we're going to be talking about, and then we're going to be talking about also increasing that window of tolerance, increasing that ability to consciously create somatic patterns in your body that are more magical, that are less about surviving and survival and our trauma responses, and more about, like, this is how I want to respond in this situation, which increases our window of tolerance. Okay, so I had a question. Drop your questions in the comments. Also, I only have two truths and a lie from Ever. So Shane and Holly, if you are still watching and you want to do two truths and a lie, I know it can be a little bit intimidating. When I was thinking, I had a little bit of heads up, so I could think about my two truths and a lie, but really anything. It's fun to play, so just tell us anything, and it can be ridiculous as well. Come play with us. It's fun to play. And if you want to comment on which one you think Ever's lie is too, or which one you think is my lie. So my two truths and a lie are: the best sex I've ever had in my life was in a church. I founded a collaborative performance group called Viva La Vulva, and I completed a boot camp that was specifically around playing and having fun. So those are my two truths and a lie. Okay, so let's get to a question. So I was asked a question about the pacing of the program, because it's fall. We're slowing down. Some of us are a little overcommitted. Some of us are depleted. And so, as appealing as this program may be, it may be a question of, like, is this the right time, right? So, what is the pacing of the program? So, here's the pacing of the program. Basically, you're going to get, first of all, it's only 28 days. So, it totally is, kind of a quick journey, a fast journey. You can go as deep as you want to. You can skim the surface as you want, if you want to. Totally up to you. So each day for 28 days, you're going to get an email in your inbox from me, the game mistress, and you're going to do an embodied check-in, and then you're going to do that day's prompt. And so that might look like a meditation, or it might look like a journal entry, or it might look like having a conversation with your demon, or it might look like working with your dreams. It's not going to be something that's overwhelming, and also it is worth it to carve out time in your life, especially if you're over busy and over scheduled, to take 10 minutes, 15 minutes a day and do these practices. I promise you they will nourish you. They will nourish you. So it isn't about needing to spend an hour each day working on this content and this material. You don't have to do that at all. You can start whenever you want to. If Monday doesn't work for you to start whenever you want to. I was just in a program that was a 28-day program, and I found that it was actually more convenient for me to just, like, on a Saturday, knock out 1 through 7. You can do it that way if you want to. So you figure out what works for you. Don't let the rules of this game and the rules that are going to be laid out in the game deter you from playing the game. Play the game however the fuck you want to play the game. All right. We are going to have dream circles. These are going to be live on Zoom. We're going to have them every Saturday. They're going to be at 1 p.m. Central Time. Just a little note that daylight savings time happens in between that, so you're going to want to keep an eye on that. So there's 3 dream circles. It's going to be on October 30th, November 6th, and November 13th. They last about 90 minutes long. You can come to them. You do not have to come to them. They will be recorded and they will be put into our forum on the Mighty Networks. And I'll talk a little bit more about Mighty Networks in one of the other lives that I do. So, Holly, you can't think of any good truths or lies. I'll try though. Yeah, if you want to, after this wraps up and you have a little bit more time, come back and give us two. I know I needed a little bit of time to consider my 2 truths and a lie as well. I'm totally feel you on that. So come back and tell us 2 truths and a lie if you want to think about it a little bit more. Totally get it. And you're saying that the boot camp was a lie. All right, cool. I'll tell y'all tomorrow which one was the lie. All right, so that is the pacing of the program. The only other thing to add is that we are having at the end of the program on the 20th, on November 20th, we are having a bonus workshop. It's a gifted workshop with Living Death doula and Reaper magician Malachi Rose. Malachi's going to join me on Thursday and talk about their work. It feels like a wonderful way to wrap up this program. This workshop's going to be at the same time. It's going to be on a Saturday at 1 o'clock, and we're going to actually have a living death funeral. I've done this with Malachi, and I've done this on my own a couple of times. This is a really profound practice, and I think it is going to be just an amazing capstone to the end of this particular time together. So that's my gift to everybody that signs up for Wicked Games, is we get to have a big funeral at the end and celebrate and grieve and feel the joy and the rage and all of that, mixed bag of emotions that goes along with grief. And so that's it. That's the pacing of the program. Now, we will have a community, a forum on Mighty Networks. I'll tell you more about what that looks like in another live. This is a community that you will get to stay in no matter how many times I run Wicked Games. So you can go through Wicked Games as many times as you like. So let's say that you sign up and you go through the first week and you're like, ugh, I can't do this. Well, the next time I run it, you get to do it again, and maybe you'll get through week 2. Maybe you'll go all the way. So it's evergreen. You get to always join us. You have the emails, so you can do it any time that you like, and you can wait until another round of Wicked Games to get additional support through that. You can always reach out to me as well. So this is sort of self-paced. In a way, it's just that the container for the support is going to be for this 28 days. Um, Yay, we're having so much connection in the chat. I love that. Keep going, keep connecting, keep chatting with each other. Okay. So that's the question about the pacing of the program. I let me just hop on my soapbox for just a second. I really am committed to rooting out any kind of programming that tells me that in order to be worthy, I have to be productive or I have to constantly be fixing things or figuring things out. So this program is not that. It is not to fix you because you're not broken. This program is not to help you figure out why you just can't do a thing, because there's a good reason why you just can't do a thing. And we want to give that lots and lots of empathy and lots of understanding. And it's not so that you will be productive or so that you will be better or can have the things. It's just to love ourselves. It's just to love on ourselves. It's to love on ourselves and to have fun. And along the way, I bet you some stuff will transform. Oh, that's so cool. How young did you meet each other? Um, I think she's in this group. Sarah Dutton is, I think she's in this group. She and I have known each other since kindergarten. Oh no, since pre-K actually. We went to daycare together. Isn't that crazy? So Holly, how long have you and Ever known each other? That's so cool that you're in here together. That's so wonderful. I'm so excited. I will keep talking about the program where I'm going to wrap up this live here in a second. Throughout the lives coming up this week, but I want to know your questions as well. So if you have any questions, you can drop them in the comments since grade school. That's amazing. That's so cool. Facebook, for all of its problems, it does have the ability to help us connect with people that we wouldn't otherwise get to connect with. So that's kind of cool. Oh, that's neat. Oh, yay. Your parents were friends. That's amazing. I love that. Yeah, some of the people that I was friends with and my parents were friends with, they would think I was a total freak now. Which is fine. All right, so let me know if what questions you have. We kind of went through this little bit of a whirlwindy, and the way that I talk and the way that I teach oftentimes is, well, not oftentimes, it's always nonlinear. It's always in a spiral. And so it can sometimes feel confusing, and it can sometimes feel like I didn't like lay out this linear 4-step process or whatever. And I know we're used to that, but I don't do that. I actually think it's a really good thing when you get confused, when your thinking mind gets confused. To me, that means that we're reprogramming some of the stuff that's coming up in your body. So when your thinking mind gets confused and your feeling self starts feeling, we're on the right track. And so when I teach and when I run programs, I'm actually on purpose doing that. I'm not going through a linear way where your mind has something to grab onto. I am on purpose trying to get you confused and trying to get your body self talking to you, your subconscious talking to you, because that's where I do my magic. Most of my parents do think I'm a freak. Yeah, welcome to the freak show, right? Let our freak flags fly. It feels so good to be free. Okay, so leave questions. If you do have any questions, I do want to make sure that I answer your questions. So if you do have any questions about the program, anything that I said here today, I'm happy to answer your questions. And then tomorrow we're going to be doing hide and seek. So how we do that virtually, that'll be fun, right? Please join me. What we will be talking about tomorrow as we're playing hide and seek is we will be talking about how to talk to our demons and how to work with our dreams. So that's essentially what we're going to be talking about tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching. Thank you, Ever and Holly and Shane, for being here. Thank you, everybody who's going to be watching later, who plays Two Truths and a Lie with us and asks any questions. I appreciate your time. and I will leave you with that for today as soon as I figure out where the end video is, where that button is. There it is. All right, I'll see you in here tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Sweet dreams. Mwah.